What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Kamikaze. Happy to see you guys again. I took just a little bit of time off, had to take care of a few things, but I'll be back making some content a little bit more regularly. And yeah, just want to say thank you to everybody who for all the support so far. It has been fantastic here on YouTube, also on Instagram. It's amazing. Community's fantastic, and I just want to thank you guys so much. That being said, the video today is about the very first book that got me really hooked on comics, and I still have it, and I got it graded and I got it back. Took a while, so I just wanted to talk about that very first book that I was very much taken with, that I started to treat it with care. Comics after that, with a little bit more importance rather than just some sort of entertainment for myself. I do have those books that as a kid I just read over and over and over. One of those books, I read this to death, Flintstones. I had a few of them. They are written all over, they are torn up, but I kept them around. Thank you, Mom, for that. One of the other books that actually came in a pack, and I read the other ones to death. I think those are totally destroyed, but one of the ones that survived, or two of the ones that survived, Captain Marvel 33, now I know is Origin of Thanos, which is a fairly important book. This one is in rough shape. The cover is almost falling off, but I'm just going to keep it like this. I'd like to find a nice fresh copy of it, but this one is kind of sticking around. The other one, these books didn't get me hooked. I just had them around. This book, I think I got around the same time, again in a pack with the Captain Marvel, and I neglected it. And when you see the cover of it, you'll understand why. Avengers Annual 10. I thought it was a pretty ugly cover back then. It's pretty ugly today, but I guess that's why it's in 9/4 condition. I did not press or clean it. I just sent it in. I guess as a kid, I had no interest in it, so I kind of left it to the side. Thank you, young me, for doing that. It paid out in now when I got it graded. But the book that I got off the shelf that really got me hooked on the comics is sitting in this box. So without further ado, let's crack into it. I have my trusty Leatherman. I sent this off to CBCS, and I learned a few things along the way. One is, if you're Canadian, do not send it to Oakville, because it sits there forever. Sat there for 2 months before it went to the States. Sat there for a few months before it came to me. This was submitted in January. The other ones that I got back a month and a half ago. It's because they didn't get them pressed or cleaned. Second thing, find somebody to do your pressing and cleaning. Do not give that task to the grading companies, in my personal opinion. Find somebody who you can trust will take care of those books for you, because it adds a ton of time. I have no idea what the grade is going to be. So why did I get this one pressed and cleaned? Because out of all the books, and I did say I wanted to keep them as is, this one is kind of special to me, and I wanted to treat it with just a little bit more love. It's not going anywhere, it's staying in the PC, and that's just why I wanted to give it a little bit more attention. I didn't have a presser or cleaner at the time, so I just used CBCS at the time. So, will I do that again? Never. Never, 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 never. Let us get into this. I'm pretty excited. I was very much taken with this book when it came out, for the artwork, for the storyline. When I saw the book, I felt that the art was much different than anything else I had seen. So it got me interested in the other books that were they're out there that in terms of the art that I could appreciate, and that's what kind of got me hooked on not only the storyline, got me hooked into looking at other books as well. This book is very near and dear to me. I'm not going to keep you in suspense in terms of the grade, but it's finally here since January, pressed and cleaned. I love this book. And you can see why I was very much taken with the art. So, Mike Zeck, fantastic artwork. Mike Zeck art. Look what it got. Got a 9.6. So it was fairly, it was in fairly good shape when I sent it. A little press and clean. I'm very much happy with this, and there's a couple things going for it. It's a Canadian price variant, and it's a newsie. I did get this off the rack, and it got me in to the comic shops because up until then I was getting my my books from train stations, from Subway, and so on. The other books came in a pack. I think my parents got it for me from somewhere, from some antique shop or something like that. But when I pulled this off the rack and I read it, and I did read this book, they got me hooked. Artwork, the story, the whole idea behind Punisher, and I was very much taken away with it. So that got me looking at other books. And where are those books? They're in comic shops. What did that do? Got me into comic shops. And that's when I started collecting. So this is the book that started it for me. I love this book. 9.6, so happy with that. Did I win 9.8? You know what? Anything above 9 would have been fantastic because I knew it was in pretty good shape. So, yeah, CBCS. I love the cases. They're very slick. This, not so much, but it's okay. So they do acknowledge the 150 price, Canadian price variant. Jigsaw appearance. Do they? No, they don't acknowledge it's a newsie, but that's cool. I know it is. I love this. You know, I use these companies, CBCS, CGC, EGS, to grade books for selling, but I also use them to preserve books. This is going to be like this for the rest of its life. It's going to be in this case, will not leave my hands, and I'm just happy to have it back like this. Just look at the back, but fantastic. So there it is, guys. So in in the comments, or find me on Instagram, what's your book? What was the book that got you hooked into collecting comics, to reading comics, into seeking out comic book shops, getting involved in that whole community? Like a lot of people, I took a break. It's the late 90s. That's when I was heavily into Spawn, and then got back into it a few years ago, like a lot of people. But I kept books that meant a lot to me, and I want to know what book, if there's a specific book or books or run or a character that got you interested in comics. For me, that's it. It's Punisher, all the way. Is Spawn my guy now? For sure, I love him. Is another character that is near and dear to me. But this, like, the art is just fantastic. What a great cover. I love it. It's quite different, I find, than most comic covers. The way it's kind of drawn. How many times did I try and draw this myself? I can't even remember. How many times did I try and draw the Punisher skull? I can't even imagine. Like, it was just so many. I was very much taken with this character. So yeah, tell me what character, what run, what book got you into collecting comics? I really want to know. Message me on Instagram, put a comment in this video, wherever it is. I really want to hear it. So that being said, that's all I have for today, guys. Thank you once again for joining me today. Thank you again for all the support, for all the interaction. I appreciate everything. You guys are awesome, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Have a great day. Cheers.